Teachers, does the education system really care about the future generation? My 10-year-old son, Noah, is obsessed with Legos. His room is a sea of plastic bricks, not from sets, but from his own imagination. So when his school announced the annual Science and Engineering Fair with the theme A Better Planet, Noah was ecstatic. He decided to build a fully functional 3-stage water purification system. He spent a solid month planning, watching engineering videos, and sketching designs in his notebook. He used special clear Legos to show the different layers inside: gravel, then sand, then charcoal. He even engineered a small hand-cranked pump to move the dirty water through the whole system. It was incredible. He spent a whole Saturday in the backyard, testing it with muddy puddle water, and we all watched as it came out almost perfectly clear on the other side. The look of pure pride on his face was something I'll never forget. The day of the fair, we carried the project in. His science teacher, Mr. Harrison, was blown away. But then the principal, Mrs. Gable, walked over with a clipboard and a frown. She barely even glanced at Noah's work. Her first question was, "Is this from a kit?" I explained that Noah had designed and built it entirely himself using his own Legos. She tapped her pen on the clipboard. A notice was sent out 2 weeks ago. To ensure fairness, all projects must be made from pre-approved kits or simple household materials. I searched my email and found it buried in spam. I tried to argue that in our house, Legos are as common as plates and forks. She just shook her head. They are a commercial toy product, giving him an unfair advantage. It's disqualified. Noah's face just crumbled. He didn't cry or make a scene. He just stood there, completely silent, and watched as they gave the blue ribbon to a basic solar system model made from styrofoam balls. When we got home, he took his entire project apart, piece by piece, and packed all of his Legos into storage boxes. He asked me to put them in the attic. He said he didn't want to look at them anymore. I was heartbroken and furious. This wasn't about fairness. It was about crushing creativity to make things easier to judge. I emailed the principal and the superintendent. All I got back were form letters about policy and procedure. So I looked up the date of the next district school board meeting. I spent the next week digging. I went through the school district's public website, scrolling through photo galleries, old newsletters, and program descriptions. And then I found it, the perfect picture. At the board meeting, during the public comment section, I got my 3 minutes at the podium. I put a picture of Noah's amazing, disqualified project up on the screen behind me. I explained how my son poured his heart into it, only to be told his creativity was an unfair advantage. I saw some sympathetic looks from the board members. Mrs. Gable was sitting in the front row, looking impatient. I then put the exact rule on the screen. Must be made from simple household materials. I talked about how that was a vague and subjective rule. Then I clicked to the next slide. It was a screenshot from the elementary school's own promotional webpage for its Advanced Learners program. The photo showed a group of smiling students building a complex robotic arm. They were building it entirely out of a brand new Lego Mindstorms education set. My final slide was a screenshot from the district's own publicly available expense report, which I found in the minutes of a previous board meeting. It showed a line item for $8,000, paid to Lego Education for enrichment materials. The room was dead silent. I just looked at the board and said, "It seems Legos are considered a simple educational tool in this school district, but only when the school is the one buying them." The next morning, the superintendent called me personally to apologize. They created a new district-wide Young Innovators Award. Noah was the very first kid to receive it. His project is now on permanent display in the district office, and all his Legos are back out of the attic.